Good morning, students. My name is Mrs. Rajkumar Chouhan. I teach in Anjuman Islam A.A.K English Secondary School. Today, I am going to explain you a topic of Standard 10th, Geography, Location and Extent. So, let's begin with the topic. Yes, as we all know, in geography, we are learning about the comparison of two countries. Now, let's see which are these two countries. So, you can see here the flag. Yes, it's the flag of our own country, India. And the other country which we are going to learn is about Brazil. Can anyone describe me the flag of Brazil? Okay, let me show you the flag of Brazil. Yes, so this is the flag of Brazil, which has base as green in color, then we have yellow color, and in between we have the circle which is in dark blue color. Again, they have small stars shown on that dark blue color, which represents as progressing country. Now let's see some more uniqueness about both these countries. Yes, now I have shown you two forms of dance. The first one is classical dance, which is famous in India. Yes, so as we have 29 states, so in various states we have different type of dance forms. So it is like Bharatnatyam, Kathakali, Povadas, Koli dance and so on. So, specification of India is that we are famous in classical type of dance. And when it goes about Brazil, it is famous for samba dance. So, it started by tribal people, but today we also see in modern era. If you visit Brazil for carnival festival, samba dance is one of the important or famous dance which we find in the festival. So, again, samba dance is famous in Brazil. Next, we'll see here, India is also famous for spices. Yes, it is world famous for spices. We call it as masalas. Yes. We are also famous for agro products. What is agro products? That is agricultural products. But again, when it comes for spices, it is world famous. And if we talk about Brazil, coffee. Yes, Brazil is also known as coffee pot. So 1/3 of the world's coffee comes from Brazil. So you can imagine the coffee grown in that country. Now the next thing which we find is the famous sports. In India, if we find cricket is a popular sport here. And if we talk about Brazil, football is very popular sport in Brazil. Yes, now about population. India is second largest populated country in the world and Brazil stands fifth in the world in case of population. Yeah, now you can see here the world map. Yes, so the green color which is shown is Brazil and the orange color which is represent is our own country India. Now why I have shown you on the world map so that you can understand, you can say that you can understand where exactly it is on the globe. Okay, how far each of the countries are. So if you see they are far away, obviously then the location, the degree also differs. So first of all, we'll see the location and extent of India. So this is our India, which is on the globe. You can see that below that is the equator. You can call the half of the globe. So we are above equator. So simply we can say we are in the northern hemisphere. Okay, and towards east. I hope you are clear here. Towards east. So we are towards east, not towards west. Towards east and on the northern hemisphere. Okay, so this is India map. Now I will show you the location. I will show you with the help of a brush. Yeah. Now I hope you all know what is latitudes and longitudes. So first of all, I will draw a latitude. The first line you can see here, this is, you can say, the parallel lines. This both are latitudes. These are called parallel lines, latitudes. Now the first line which I drew, let me use one more color. Okay, this one. Okay, the first line which I drew is this one. Okay, so this is the extent 8 degree 4 minutes north, and the other line which I drew, this one, the latitude, yeah, this line, this is 37 degree 6 minute north latitudes. Okay, so this is the position of India. Now same way, if I show you the longitudes, now the longitudes, let me use a color. Yeah, now longitude, if you see here, these are the two lines which is called as longitude, and this is the end part of India, longitudes. Now if you see longitude 68 degree 7 minutes east, which is that part, this one, this is 68 degrees 7 minutes east, which I have drew with purple line. Then it ends to 97 degree 25 minutes east, as I showed you in globe also, that we are towards east. So obviously both will end in east only. So the other line here, this which I am drawing, is 97 degree 25 minutes east longitudes. This is the location and extent of India. Now I will show you some more thing here. Now you can see here this one which I have drawn. Yeah, Indra Point. It is an island which is very small. If you can enlarge, or you can see in your textbook on page number 10, it is clearly shown. Indra Point is the southernmost tip of India, and it is located on 6 degree 45 minutes north latitude. It's a parallel latitudes. Okay, so I hope you are clear the location and extent. Again I am repeating, if you see the latitudes, 8 degree 4 minutes north, 37 degrees 6 minutes north latitudes, and if you see longitude, it is 68 degrees 7 minutes and till 97 25 minutes east. So this is the location and extent. So you can see here they have shown you with the red color line also, that is the location and extent which is shown on the map. Now we will see Brazil's also. Now you can see here Brazil. Yeah, so if you see Brazil, you can see here equator. Now let me show you. Wait, let me draw and show you clearly. Yeah, so you can see here, this is the equator, 0 degree. You can see here 0 degree. Yeah, this is the 0 degree, and it's written, equator is written, if you see here this. Okay, so when it comes that Brazil is on equator, obviously it receives perpendicular sunlight, so it has high sunlight, it receives higher sunlight, plus it has heavy rainfall also. Okay, so this area we find heavy rainfall, high sunlight, and very, you can say, heavy vegetation also, with large number of all types of wildlife. Okay, so this is the area. So this is, as I told you, this is the half. Equator means half. So half means the upper part is in northern hemisphere and below that is in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so we'll see here first the location and extent of Brazil. Let me show you. I will use one color. Yeah, so if you see the location and extent of Brazil, when it comes to latitudes, it is 5 degree 15 minutes north. This part, it is this one, this. What is the degree? 5 degree 15 minutes north. And when it comes to latitudes, the ending part, this one, this is 23 degree 45 minutes south latitudes. Same way we will see the longitudes. Let me use some other color in the longitudes. Yeah, if you see the longitudes, it is from 34 degree 45 minutes west, this part, this one. Okay, 34 degree 45 minutes west. And when it comes to west longitude, this part, this one, that is 73 degree 48 west longitudes. Okay, so this is the location and extent of Brazil. And now if you see, I will show you some more things here very important of Brazil, which actually you are going to learn in the next chapters also, but some of the important things. Now if you see towards the east, this part, this whole part, Brazil has Atlantic Ocean. Okay, the upper one is called North Atlantic and the lower one, this is called as South Atlantic. And it, as we see in the western part, we don't find any oceans. Okay, and when it comes to India also, if you see India, we have in the southern part, isn't it? If you remember, the Arabian Sea on one side, that is western, and Bay of Bengal on in the towards the east. So these are some of the important things which you can remember. Again, Brazil has maximum highlands. Highland is typically, you can say, heighted plateau lands, which they call it as highlands. High means highland, the land which are up, heighted one. So that is one typical thing which we find of Brazil. Then again, very important of Brazil is Brasilia. Now Brasilia is the capital. Remember this, Brasilia is the capital of Brazil. Now where is Brasilia? I will show you with some different color, green color. So this is Brasilia. Okay, so this is the capital of Brazil, and we all know India's capital is New Delhi. So this is what it comes to location and extent. Now next we will see the emblem. If you see, this is India's emblem and Brazil's emblem. Okay, now we will see the historical background of India. When it comes to historical background of India, India was under the British rule for almost 1.5 century. You can believe that means for 150 years we were under the rule of British. And we all know India got its independence in the year 1947. Despite facing several problems like 3 wars, famine situation in various parts and similar issues after independence, India is a major developing country of the world. India is considered to be a global market too. Because of various economic reforms, from time to time, India's economic development has paced up. Paced up means boosted up, increased. Now, the proportion of youth in India's population is high because this forms a major part of working population. India is looked upon as young country. Now, why young country? I will show you. Now, here you can see a pie diagram. Yes. Let me show you. Wait. Yeah, you can see here the pie diagram. I will show you something here with the help of a brush. Yeah, so this which we find here, this one, the blue color. Okay, this is the working population. That means you can see the percentage, it's around 48%, which was calculated in the census of 2011. So that means we have around 50% of young generation. Now what is working population? Working population means 15 to 60 years. So this is working population, which are very active, healthy population or adult population. So they are called as working population. And then the green color which is represented, it is again the you can say young children's group, which is again a good population. For future it will be benefit for us. And the yellow color which is shown, it is the old age group, because they share us their experience. So that is a small part. So obviously we are called as young country because we are growing, we have young generation to work on. So this is again a, you can say, positive aspects called as growing population. Okay, Uh, so this is what. Now we'll see the historical background of Brazil. Yeah. Now if you see historical background of Brazil, for more than 3 centuries, Brazil was under Portuguese rule. Brazil gained its independence in 1822, and from 1930 to 85 it was more than a half century it was under populist military government, that is it was under military government. Okay, and later on it came to be as presidential government. It was after that. Then the country was, you can say, in worst condition if you consider in financial. So it has overcome global financial difficulties in the late 20th century. Brazil is seen as a contributor to economic growth of the world and an important market in the future. So again, Brazil has worked a lot and improved a lot, and today again it has bugged up in economic structure also. So again, Brazil has grown a lot. So this is what the historical background of Brazil. Now certain more important things which we need to remember is we celebrate our Independence Day on August 15, whereas Brazil celebrates our Independence Day on September 7. India has federal parliament republic type of government, whereas Brazil has federal presidential republic type of government. The name of Brazil comes from Pau Brazil, a local wood tree. India's name is derived from the river Indus. Agro products, that is agricultural products, are famous of India, whereas Brazil is famous for coffee and minerals. National game, when it comes, we have seen that in our country we are, it's popular is cricket, but when it comes to national game, our national game is hockey, whereas Brazil's national game is football itself. So this is what we have learned in this chapter. So I hope you are clear with the location and extent of Brazil. Again, I am repeating some of the important things, like India is the second largest country, whereas Brazil is fifth largest country in population. Same way, India is famous for spices. Brazil is famous for coffee, which is also called as coffee pot. Popular game which is seen in India is cricket. Football is popular game in Brazil. Then there are certain types of dance like classical dance in India. Then Brazil has samba dance. Then the capital of both the countries, if you see India, it is New Delhi, and if you see about Brazil, it is Brasilia. So these are some of the important things which we need to remember about this country, and this is what is there in your textbook of location and extent. I hope you are clear with the chapter. Yes, students? So thank you so much for listening to me so patiently. Thank you.